go brownies, here we go. Here we go brownies, here we go. Here we go brownies, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go brownies, here we go. Here we go brownies, here we go. Here we go brownies, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Cleveland is the city and town, orange and brown. You know what's going down, we reppin' that dog pound. Fans going crazy, dogs want a bone. Offense headed straight to the end zone. Ground game, pound game, this is our season. Now we need to stop. Let's go defense, special team, running back 6 for the score. Extra point good and the whole crowd roar. Here we go brownies, here we go. Here we go brownies, here we go. Here we go brownies, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Good afternoon. What's up and what's good, everybody? How y'all doing, East, West, North, South, worldwide? And welcome to AllAboutSports216 Cleveland Browns pregame show. As today, the Cleveland Browns will be taking on the Green Bay Packers this afternoon in Game 3 of the season. The Cleveland Browns will be taking on the Green Bay Packers. I got the wrong board up. Oh, my God. Here we go. Got the wrong board up. Here we go. I think I got it right now. There we go. The Cleveland Browns will be taking on the Green Bay Packers this afternoon. Thank you all for tuning in and welcome aboard. How is everybody doing today on this Sunday afternoon, week 3 for the Cleveland Browns? As the Browns are 0-3. What I'm talking about. Hold up. Let me get myself together. The Browns are 0-2, and the Packers are 2-0. And this is a game of two landmark teams. Two original NFL teams. Because the Browns and the Packers was there before the Super Bowl era. Both teams, but I'm going to show you how the teams have differed over the years, especially the last 30. As soon as I get a few things in order and everything and stuff like that. Here we go. Two more and I should be good. There we go. Well, like I said, two teams, original landmark franchises of the NFL, the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. But I'm going to tell you how the last 30 years, how the teams have differed. Differed in path. And differed, period. But first, I'm going to go to some things real quick. First off, the chat lines are open. Feel free to holler at me anytime on this show. The chat lines are definitely open. Before I get to how the Browns and the Packers' path has differed over the 30 years, first off, I'm going to read something from my sponsor real quick. Give a live read for you. Anointed Angel Apparel, where faith, family, and fashion come together. From stylish t-shirts and cozy sweatshirts to dazzling bling rhinestone shirts that shine with purpose, we design every piece of gear with God at the center. But we don't stop there. Discover personalized tumblers, beautiful photo slates, custom engraving, and even UV 3D textured home decor items that make your house a home. In every design, Anointed Angel Apparel carries a message of hope, faith, and love. because we're more than a brand. We're a family business devoted to lifting up the name of Jesus. Shop with us today and wear your faith boldly. Anointed Angel Apparel, where your testimony becomes your style. Email anointedangel.apparel.com for a custom consultation. And I'm back. And like I said, I'm going to tell you where both teams have differed in paths over the past 30 years, even though they're both original landmark teams in the NFL. I'm going to tell you how both teams' paths have differed in the past 30 years. But first, then I'm going to go into some what the Browns need to do to win the game and stuff like that. But first, subscribe to the subscribe to the Alan Viz Media 2 YouTube channel. That's right, the Alan Viz Media 2 YouTube channel. Also, we'll come on every Sunday at 12 o'clock because the Browns ain't got no 4 o'clock games, I think, this year. Every Sunday at 12 o'clock. Now, I'm going to tell you how both the Browns and Packers have fared over the past 30 years. And I'm going to say it like this. The Browns over the past, well, now let's go to the Packers. The Packers in the past 30 years have had roughly 3 different starting quarterbacks over the past 30 years. 3. The most important position, 3 different starting quarterbacks over the past 30 years. Brett Favre in the 90s and early 2000s. Aaron Rodgers from the early 2000s up to the 2020-somethings. And right now, Jordan Love, who's been at the helm for the last 3 seasons. 2-3 seasons, Jordan Love. Now, the Browns, in that order, have had anybody that's been a quarterback over the past 30 years. Anybody that's been a quarterback has probably quarterbacked for the Browns at one time or another. Which leads me to this. The Packers have been to the Super Bowl in the last 30 years 3 times. 3 times. Winning 2, losing 1. They lost to Denver, but they beat New England and they beat Pittsburgh in the 3 times that they've been to the Super Bowl over the past 30 years. Meanwhile, the Browns have yet to sniff a Super Bowl. They have yet to sniff a Super Bowl, and then also the Packers overall have been to the Super Bowl 5 times because they went 2 times in the 60s when the Super Bowl first came into existence with Bart Starr as the quarterback. So the Packers have tasted success, and they did the same thing over the past 30 years in which the Browns have been different regimes, different quarterbacks. Nothing has really stayed constant with the Cleveland Browns. But in Green Bay, everything has stayed constant. Years with Brett Favre at the helm at QB. Years with Aaron Rodgers at QB in the same pathway. Probably with Jordan Love, if he can stay healthy. And the Browns, we still don't know who that guy may or may not be. He may be on this team, probably with the backups, probably with one of the backup rookies, but the Browns are still in flux. Still in flux and in the rebuilding mode and everything, while the Packers are still doing what they do best. Coaches. Packers had LaFleur. Before that, they had, what is my guy's name? For that, they had McCarthy. What's up, Michael? Good afternoon. How you doing? So, do I know who will be today's quarterback? As far as I'm concerned, I think Flacco's starting today. But I'm gonna be honest. If I were the Browns brass, Flacco would be under the short leash. Are you ready for another loss today? I'm not ready for another loss, but I am realistic. I'll say that. I'm not ready for another loss, but I am realistic. And this time I won't be going out the way to pick the Browns this week as I do my quick picks later on and everything in the show and stuff like that. Um, Joe Flacco will be the starting quarterback today. He will be the starting quarterback today and everything. But, the Browns have had a plethora of coaches. I mean, it's just went on and on for the Browns. Constant change, constant upheaval. Where the Packers have stayed literally consistent at quarterback and at coaching. And in culture, the Packers have competed basically for the last 30 years. They've competed. Meanwhile, the Browns still trying to find an identity. Still, after all these years, trying to find an identity. Especially in the last 25 since they've been back. They're still trying to find an identity. And I don't know when that's going to come or take place. But today, they played a game today. As far as the Browns and the Packers. Packers 2-0. Defense looks awesome. And defense looks awesome. Offense looks good under Jordan Love. They looks good, but they done lost a couple of people. My fantasy teams, I never picked the Browns just since 99. Now, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Mike. I don't pick the teams. I wouldn't pick the teams either and stuff. Well, the Packers got a couple of key injuries to go along for today's game and everything. I'm just going through here. Oh, shoot. Here we go. And if you're watching on, okay, the week 3 injury report. Packers have 2 questionable. Tucker Kraft, I see that he will play today. Tight end Tucker Kraft. Let's see the injury report for the Packers. Zane Anderson, knee, full participation. He will play. Aaron Banks, guard, full participation during practice. He will play. Nate Hobbs, full participation. He will play. Josh Jacobs, limited participation. More than likely he will play. Tucker Kraft, tight end, was questionable. Jordan Love, left thumb, full participant in practice. He will play. Bo Melton, cornerback, full participation. He will play. Jaden Reed, their leading receiver, was out. Zach Tom, offensive linebacker, limited participation. He is questionable for the Packers. He is questionable. Now for the, let me see if the Browns injury report says. Let's see. Let me go in here, see what the Browns. Browns injuries today. Let's see. As of today, for the Browns, had the following injury update. Joe Patonio is questionable due to a back issue, but he has been cleared to play after a pregame workout. Jack Conklin is inactive. Right tackle, Jack Conklin is inactive. Cornelius Lucas will start in place of Jack Conklin. Kicker Andres Schmidt has been cleared. His injury designation is expected to play. DeAndre Carter, return specialist, has cleared concussion protocol, and he will be active today. That's the Browns injury report for today. Now, things that the Browns will have to do to win to beat the Green Bay Packers. I'm going to go on defense first because I'm tired of torturing myself with the way our offense has been looking. But here's some keys to the game for the Browns. Defensive keys to the game for the Browns today against the Green Bay Packers. They have to stop Jacobs, the running game. They have to stop the running game. They definitely have to stop the running game today. And let's see. They definitely have to stop the running game. Josh Jacobs, running back, they have to stop the running game. They definitely have to stop the running game. 2, they got to put pressure on Jordan Love with the Browns' defensive line. They have to put pressure on Jordan Love, which is crucial. Hurry him. Make him uncomfortable in the pocket. Don't let him relax. And plus, he's missing one of his main wideouts today. And Tucker Kraft, even though he's questionable, he is going to go out and play and everything, but pressure Jordan Love. And the defense so far has lived up to what they've been so far. They were in Lamar's face all the time last week. Truthfully, they deserved a better fate than last week when they got beat last week. Number 3. Communication in the defensive backfield is crucial. Otherwise, be on watch for everybody not named Denzel Ward and Greg Newsome at the corners. Because, Lord, Harden got torched last week. Cam Mitchell got torched last week. So, communication in the defensive backfield is crucial, mainly with the nickel backs. Whoever be playing the nickel and the dime, defensive communication is definitely crucial. Number 4 on defense, no mental lapses. Defense played well last week. They just got worn down. When your team is giving the ball away, when your special teams are allowing huge punt returns and letting the punts get blocked and giving Lamar Jackson and company a short field, really, what can you expect? And think about it. Browns defense held Derrick Henry in check last week. They held him to 11 carries for 24 yards. The Browns had outgained the Ravens, matter of fact, last week. And for them to lose, that's criminal. That's criminal. They definitely must pick up first downs and get the defense field off. Yeah, I'm going to get to that with the offense. I'm definitely going to get to that with the offense, Michael. I'm definitely going to get to that with the offense. Also, no mental lapses on defense, but the defense so far has been sharp and everything. And 5, this is what the defense does have to do. They have to force some turnovers. They got to flip the field. And they got to force some turnovers against Green Bay. They have yet to force a turnover this season. And even though it's only been 2 games, they have yet to force a turnover. They got to get 1 or 2 turnovers. That can make a difference in the ball game. Definitely. Hey, 2 turnovers made a difference in the Cincinnati game. Game 1. Cincinnati game, 2 turnovers. led to the game-winning field goal by the Cincinnati Bengals, and 2 iced the game with the Cincinnati Bengals when Tillman dropped the pass that went right in his hands and into the Cincinnati Bengals defender's arms for interception. So the Browns have to get some turnovers, and turnovers made a difference against Baltimore. Interception, almost a pick six. Dude returned it very deep in Browns territory, which resulted in a touchdown. And a fumble, which resulted in a 65-yard touchdown run by Roquan Smith. Roquan Smith seemed to known all the Browns plays last week. He seemed to have known the whole Browns playbook last week. Imagine that. Now, I'm going to go to what the offense, because truthfully, the defense has been on point. For the most part, defense has been on point. Now, here has been the wart of the season. The offensive plays to the games. Try to get Quinshon Judkins going. 1, try to get Quinshon Judkins going, get the running game going, to sustain drives, and not have to put Flacco in unmanageable conditions. Try to get the running game going, which means the offensive line has to block. They have to improve their blocking, definitely, especially against Green Bay's front seven, because their front seven ain't no joke. Because you got Micah Parsons and company, they ain't no joke. And this will probably be the best defense the Browns will face all this season. This will probably be the best defense the Browns will face all the season. They got to get the run game going. It is crucial because 3rd and 8, and you unleash that Green Bay pass rush and Flacco can't move, you might as well call Dylan Gabriel in or Shadur in. 2, they need some more vertical downfield passing, which means the Browns got to give Joe Flacco time against that Green Bay pass rush, and which means Jared Jeudy and Cedric Tillman have to get their act together. Excuse me. They have to get their act together, but we need more vertical downfield passing to challenge the Packers' secondary. Because if not, it's going to be more like last week where the Ravens will let you have the tight end stuff. They'll let you have the 6 to 8 yard tight end stuff. They'll let you have the little swing passes to Dylan Sampson out the backfield. But they're going to crowd everything. And what you seen last week, like with the passes to Dylan Sampson, Roquan Smith is right there. He was right there as if he knew the plays, like he was in the Browns huddle. So they have to try to get more vertical downfield. And basically unleash Joe Flacco. Let him do what he do best. Sometimes you might have to live with the good and the bad. But playing it safe ain't getting it done because Stefanski's offenses in the past games, including last year, ever since the Jameis Winston experience, have only averaged 13 points a game. 13 points a game. 3, offense got to try to cut down on the mental mistakes. Pre-snap penalties. Pre-snap penalties, mental mistakes by the offense. Missing assignments. DeJuan Jones has to improve in this category. I mean, this is the year for DeJuan to try to get that money right. And so far, first 2 games hasn't looked good for DeJuan. Hasn't looked good. 4, most importantly, No damn turnovers. I've been saying this for the past 2 seasons. I said this in the 2023 season. No damn turnovers. We lead the league in turnovers. I've been saying this in the 2024 season. No damn turnovers. We lead the league in turnovers. This year, no damn turnovers. And guess what? Both games, turnovers. Both games, losses. If the Browns don't turn the ball over today and could sustain drives on offense, I guarantee you they will be in this game at the end. If they can do that. But if they can't and they go by usual suit, it'll be a long day down on the lakefront. And number 5, the receivers need to catch the damn ball. Because, see, I'm not worried about Dylan Sampson or Judkins catching the ball. I'm not worried about Njoku and Fannin catching the ball. And they might have an occasional drop. That's okay. But Jared Jeudy and Cedric Tillman, y'all got to get y'all act together, fellas. Y'all have definitely got to get y'all act together. Catch the damn ball. Jeudy was talking mighty boldly last week against the Ravens with his chest out and everything, but came game time, didn't see nothing. Dropped half the passes that came to him. So the Browns receivers have to catch the damn ball. It is important. You gotta help your quarterback out. You gotta help Flacco out. You got to help Joe Flacco out. You got to catch the damn ball. That's just period. You got to catch the damn ball. I mean, it's no other way around this. You got to catch the damn ball. And things. And those are my keys to the game for the Browns today against the Green Bay Packers. I'll say this. If the Browns don't turn the ball over, and can sustain a couple of drives on offense, a few drives on offense, get some first downs, move down the field, get a couple of touchdowns, I guarantee you they will be in this game at the end. Now, whether they win or not, I have no idea. That's up to chance. But if they can sustain drives and not turn the ball over and the receivers catch the ball, the Browns will be in it at the end. Now I'm going to go to the rookie board. Cleveland Browns rookie board. Last week, Isaiah Bond, I think, caught a pass. Okay. Need to see more from him. Mason Graham looked very impressive in the first half against Baltimore. He looked very impressive. And he's emerging. He's emerging. He's getting better and everything. Carson Schwarzenegger, been consistent in everything. He's been consistent. He's doing his thing. Quinshon Judkins. Looked good for his first game after only one practice. 10 carries, 61 yards. He looked decent. He looks like he can be that bell cow running back for the Browns. Dylan Sampson. Dylan Sampson had a crazy day because he got met in the backfield all the time with Roquan Smith. Saying Roquan Smith was his dance partner. But congrats to Dylan Sampson on him having on his birthday. He caught his first touchdown pass from Dylan Gabriel. Harold Fannin, been consistent, caught a pass and everything, caught about 4 or 5 passes. He's been consistent. He would probably be in the running for the Browns Rookie of the Year. Dylan Gabriel threw his first touchdown pass. Looked it okay. Even though it was in garbage time, he looked competent. He threw his first touchdown pass last week with the Browns. And I'm looking to see more from Dylan. Andrew Smith. Andrew Smith made all his kicks. I'm happy. This week, he needs to make all his kicks again. And that's my Browns rookie board for today. The Cleveland Browns rookie class of 2025. What I was going to say. And I had the wrong one because I had Gage Larvidon on there. And the other one I do got Gage Larvidon that just got waived and everything last week to make room for Quinshon Judkins. But that is my Browns rookie board for today. Now, it's that time of the day where I'm going to go to the quick picks for the Cleveland, the quick picks for the games that I elected to select who wins, who loses, and everything for the quick picks. Let me show my board of myself where I can find it. There we go. Last week I was 3-3, which gave me a record of 6-6. Overall, I'm 7-6 because I did pick Buffalo to win the Thursday night game. So overall, I'm 7-6. Gots to do better. And the first game I'm going to pick today is the rematch of NFC Divisional Playoff game last year. The Los Angeles Rams travel to Philadelphia to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. The Rams are 2-0 after wins over Houston and Tennessee. Philadelphia Eagles are 2-0 after wins over Dallas and Kansas City. My pick for today is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles. Even though this team seems kind of limited on offense, the running game with Saquon Barkley ain't as flush as last year, I still got the Eagles pulling this game off, and I think it will be a defensive struggle. I think the Eagles will beat the Rams 20-17. Highly contested, physical, defensive-minded football game. But I got the Eagles winning 20-17. Next quick pick, which takes me to Foxborough, as I got the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 1-1, going against the New England Patriots, who are 1-1. Pittsburgh Steelers lost last week to the Seattle Seahawks, 31-17 at home. The New England Patriots defeated the Miami Dolphins down in Miami. My pick for today is interesting. And it's questionable. Interesting because both teams' defense have not looked impressive so far. Pittsburgh's defense. This would be normally a game I probably would have picked Pittsburgh to win. But today, I'm going to go with the New England Patriots. And I think they'll edge the Pittsburgh Steelers 27-24. New England over Pittsburgh, 27-24. Which brings me to my next game. The Chicago Bears. Well, I mean, not Chicago. Hold on, let me take that. The Dallas Cowboys go on the road to take on the Chicago Bears. The Dallas Cowboys 1-1 after winning a shootout with the New York Giants last week, 41-38. The Chicago Bears, 0-2, had the game against Minnesota, let it go. And then in Detroit, everything just got ugly as the Lions hung a 52 spot on Chicago. This game will be interesting. Probably one of the most interesting dynamic games of the weekend and everything. because Dallas offense is on high function, and Chicago still waiting on Caleb Williams to be consistent for 60 minutes. To be consistent for 60 minutes. I actually think he's going to get it all together. I just don't think. I think it's going to be during the probably second half of the season where you'll see the influence of Ben Johnson's work on Caleb Williams or whatnot going on. But my prediction today is I have Dallas pulling it off on the road in another shootout. Got Dallas winning 38-35. Dallas Cowboys winning 38-35 over Chicago because Dallas defense, these little left be desired. And if Caleb Williams has an iffy game against Dallas defense, something's wrong in Chicago. I'll say that. I don't predict the Bears to win the game, but I predict they will score early, a lot, and often. But I think Dallas will outscore them. So I got Dallas winning 38-35. Which brings me to the next game. On Monday night, the Detroit Lions, who hung a 50 spot up on the Chicago Bears last week, will be visiting the Baltimore Ravens, who hung a 40 spot on the Browns. Imagine this. The Ravens average 40 points a game and yet are 1-1. Imagine that. Imagine that. 40 points a game in the game against Buffalo. They really should have won. They blew a 15-point lead with 3 minutes left in the game. And then against the Browns, let's just be honest. The Ravens played their C game against the Browns. And they still beat them 41-17 with help of the Cleveland Browns offense and special teams by turning the ball over, allowing a block punt, allowing a big punt return and all that. But Monday night, these two teams go at it. And in Lamar Jackson I trust, I have to go with the Ravens on Monday night. Plus, Detroit is playing outside. They're not in the dome and everything. But I don't think the Ravens are going to blow Detroit out. I'll say the Ravens will beat Detroit 35-27. That's right. Got the Baltimore Ravens defeating Detroit 35-27. Which leads me into one more game. I'm doing 7 this week because I couldn't let this game go by the wayside. The Denver Broncos, many hyped to be the best team in the AFC and in the AFC West, my fault, going up against my dark horse to be a Super Bowl contender in the AFC, the Los Angeles Chargers. Jim Harbaugh got this team playing at another level. They're 2-0. The Broncos are 1-1. Broncos lost to the Indianapolis Colts 29-28. The Los Angeles Chargers defeated the Las Vegas Raiders last week, where the Chargers defense just looked amazing. And like I said Bo Nix in Denver wasn't going to sneak up on anybody this year. And they damn sure ain't going to sneak up on Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers. And this is an AFC West game. Imagine, if the Chargers win this game today, they will be 3-0 in first place. And more importantly, 3-0 in the AFC West. So who do I got winning this game? I have the Los Angeles Chargers winning this game. It will be kind of a defensive type football game, but I got the Chargers beating the Broncos 24-17. Yeah, the Chargers will be 3-0 in the division, and they'll be wide up on everybody in the AFC West. Because Kansas City is 0-2, Denver's 1-1, they'll be 1-2, and the Raiders are 1-1 and everything. They'll be a leg up on everybody in the AFC West. But I got the Chargers, who are my dark horse in the AFC for the Super Bowl, winning this game 24-17. 17. Which leads me to our game of the day here in Cleveland. The Cleveland Browns are here at home against the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers 2-0 after two thoroughly dominant defensive performances against two high-powered offensive teams in Detroit and Washington are 2-0. Packers defense ain't no joke. The Cleveland Browns, whose defense has been impressive as well, but have little to show for it, are 0-2 due to our offensive miscues and special teams miscues. They are 0-2. If the Browns, like I said, don't turn the ball over and can sustain some drives and get into the end zone a couple of times, I think they will be in it at the end. But with that being said, I have the Green Bay Packers pulling this game out, and I have them winning 24-14. I have Green Bay winning today at the Lakefront 24-14. Packers will be 3-0 and the Browns will be 0-3, and you will start hearing the cat calls for everybody to fire Kevin Stefanski or whatnot. You'll start hearing those big time and everything and stuff. And that's my quick picks for today. That is my quick picks for today. But I got Green Bay beating the Browns 24-14. But I think the Browns will be in it late if they don't turn the ball over and if they don't do no special teams miscues as well. I do have the Browns being in it late today. But anyway, got a few more announcements to say. First of all, shout out to Cleveland's own Miss Nas Hillman for being named the WNBA Sixth Man of the Year. Shout out to Nas Hillman of the Atlanta Dream, even though they lost to the Indiana Fever in the playoffs. Nas Hillman had a good, productive season. Sixth man off the bench for the Atlanta Dream, and she did her thing. Shout out to Nas Hillman. Also, those Cleveland Guardians just keep rolling. Cleveland Guardians have won 10 straight, 13 of their last 14, after sweeping the Minnesota Twins yesterday in a doubleheader by scores of 6-0 and 8-0. Cade Cerconi pitched 7 shutout innings for the Guardians in Game 1. Logan Allen pitched 8 shutout innings for the Guardians in Game 2. The Cleveland Guardians, don't look now, are only a game and back of the Detroit Tigers in the Central Division. Only a game. They play Minnesota this afternoon. Go Guardians. They're only a game, which means when the Guardians and the Tigers meet Monday in Cleveland, it will most likely be for the AL Central crown. And imagine the Guardians was 15.5 out in August and back of the Tigers, and they were 10.5 out in early September. And now the Guardians are only down by a game. With a record of 84-71, the Tigers are 85-70. Go Guardians. Mr. September, Bo Naylor, has been tearing the cover off the ball. Bo, I'll say this, whatever you found, the magic you found in September, you need to apply it all next season. Whatever you're doing different in September, you need to do next season and do it in October if the Guardians do make the playoffs. The Guardians they're actually in the playoff spot, matter of fact, because they just passed Houston. They actually have the last playoff spot behind Boston. So, hey, Come on, Guardians. Keep on winning. Keep the winning going and everything. And that, in conclusion, is my show today for All About Sports 216 Cleveland Browns pregame show. Be sure. Let's see. I had another comment here. I gotta roll it down. What's up, Jimmy? I can't stop going raw. Okay, Jimmy. Be careful. Be careful, because you don't want to get burned, Jimmy. You definitely don't want to get burned. But anyway, that's my show. All About Sports 216. Raw or condom? No comment. I won't comment. That's not the subject of the show. All About Sports 216 Cleveland Browns pregame show. I'd like to thank everybody who's commented on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X. I'd like to thank y'all for y'all input and comments and whatnot and everything. Oh my God. You said you never pull out. You're going to have a lot of babies, buddy. You're going to have a lot of babies. And like I said, everybody have a good night, good afternoon. Lord have mercy. Which feels better? He said raw doggy. Oh my goodness. Anyway, everybody have a good afternoon. Enjoy the game. 30 to 45 minutes after the game, I will be on with the Cleveland Browns All About Sports 216 Cleveland Browns post-game show. I will be on about 30 to 45 minutes after the game. Win or lose or draw. But right now, I'm about to go. It's almost game time. Everybody, enjoy the game. And I'll be back with you this afternoon on All About Sports. All About Sports 216. And everybody have a good afternoon and go Browns.
Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Cleveland is the city and town, orange and brown. You know what's going down, we reppin' that dog pound. Fans going crazy, dogs want a bone. Offense headed straight to the end zone. Ground game, pound game, this is our season. Now we need to stop. Let's go defense, special team, running back 6 for the score. Extra point good and the whole crowd roar. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, here we go.
From the first moment you heard me, you wasn't really feeling the sounds of this nigga Charlie V. But now I'm rolling with these block stars, whipping in these hot cars. All you motherfuckers loving me. With this iced out neck piece, wrist don't gleam. These hoes wanna be down on my team. But can you please keep your in the days when a nigga used to flash his bus pass, but now a nigga costs a 550 S-Class, kitted and chromed out, sitting 22 R's. Look at me now, I'm a rap star, always knew that I make it this far. Still the same cat, just more fortune and fame. Charlie Vegas be the alias of sport in this game. Yeah, you heard of me before, don't act like I'm brand new. Smiling face ass niggas over the years I peeped you. Now you give a brother props and support. Nigga, what? Thinking you gon' get my bucks? Yo, I think you best to duck. While you at it, take that gold digging section 8. Low self-esteem, you don't know now. Thinking that she all that tramp with you. Trick, you got some issues. Come crying to me for my loot. Bitch, here's some tissues to wipe your eyebrows. Your runny nose child. Damn, you still here? Security, put her out now. You gives no